Good morning, children. We'll continue with Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice, the page 66. We were doing the scene, Act 2, Scene 2, where Lancelot and Gobbo are conversing with each other. And Lancelot has decided to run away in order to join the service of Bassanio. And Gobbo has come with a dish of doves to be given as a present to Shylock. But Lancelot says that it should be given to Bassanio because he is leaving Shylock's service. Page 66, enter Bassanio with Leonardo and other followers. They are all friends and servants of Bassanio. Bassanio is giving instructions to his servants, to his friends, before he leaves for Belmont. He has, together with Antonio, he has borrowed 3,000 ducats, which is to be returned within 3 months, and he is ready to go to Belmont in order to try and win Portia. So here we see, enter Bassanio with Leonardo and other followers. You may do so. He's giving them some instructions and saying you may do it. You may do like this. But let it be so hasted. You must do things very quickly that supper be ready at the farthest by 5 o'clock, 5 of the clock. Supper is the dinner. It should be ready by 5 o'clock. See these letters delivered. Some letters have to be posted. Put the liveries into making. New clothes have to be made. The servants also have to get new uniforms because they are going on a very important mission. And desire Gratiana to come anon to my lodging. Tell Gratiana to come immediately to see me at the place where I stay. Lodging is the place where he stays. Exit the servant. So these instructions Bassanio had been given to a servant. Lancelot, to him father. To him father means go and talk to Bassanio because I want to serve Bassanio. God bless your worship. God bless your worship. God bless you, sir. Bassanio, gram mercy is just an expression, no meaning. Wouldst thou ought with me? Bassanio is surprised. He wants to know why Lancelot and Gobbo want to talk to him. Wouldst thou ought with me? What do you want from me? Gobbo, here is my son, sir, a poor boy. And when Gobbo says a poor boy, Lancelot interrupts him and says, not a poor boy, sir, but the rich Jew's man. He is working for a very rich Jew. Lancelot is not a poor boy because he is working for a Jew who is very rich. That would, sir, as my father shall specify. Specify means explain. So here Lancelot uses long words, big words in order to impress the audience. He plays the part of a clown in Shakespeare's play. And sometimes he misuses words. So here specify means explain. Again Gobbo says, he had a great infection, sir. Instead of infection, it should be affection. Affection or desire or wish. So both father and son are misusing words. As one would say, to serve. To serve means to work. Indeed, the short and the long is. Indeed, the long and the short is to explain things quickly, briefly. I serve the Jew. I work for Shylock. And have a desire. I have a wish. As my father shall specify. My father will explain to you what my wish is. So Gobbo, instead of coming directly to the point that his son wants to serve Bassanio, he beats about the bush, means he speaks indirectly. His master, that is Shylock, and he, that is Lancelot, saving your worship's reverence with all respect, are scarce cater cousins, means they are not able to get along with each other. They are always not on good terms. So Lancelot wants to leave the service of Shylock. Again Lancelot comes in between. To be brief, the very truth is that the Jew, having done me wrong, the Jew has wronged me, doth cause me, as my father, being I hope an old man, shall fructify unto you. Again, fructify means notify. The word is not fructify, but notify means inform you. Shall inform you. You have misuse of words here, right? Shall fructify unto you. Gobo. Again, he goes off the point. He does not come directly to what they want to say. I have here a dish of doves that I would bestow upon your worship, and my suit is. So here he wants to give the dish of doves as a present to Bassanio, whom he hopes will be Lancelot's new master. And my suit is, my request is. Again Lancelot interrupts. In very briefly, the suit means request, is impertinent. The wrong use of word there again. It is not impertinent, it is pertinent. Pertinent means concerning myself. The request which I want to make is concerning me or myself. In very brief, the suit is, the request is pertinent to myself, refers to me. The request refers to me, as your worship shall know. Worship, he is giving respect to Bassanio, because Bassanio is going to be his new master. As your worship shall know, by this honest old man, and though I say it, though old man, yet poor man, my father. So, my father is an honest but poor man. He is poor but he is honest. That is what he wants to say there. Bassanio is confused. They still have not put forward their request. And the request is Lancelot wants to work for Bassanio. And Bassanio is in a hurry. He is getting things ready to go to Belmont. So he says, one speak for birth. Here both are interrupting without coming directly to the point. So he says, one of you tell me what I should do. One of you tell me what you want. Lancelot, now he comes directly to the point. Serve you, sir. I want to work for you. That is the very defect of the matter, sir. That is the very meaning, that is the very effect of the matter. Again, wrong use of words. That is what we wanted to tell you, to work for you. I know thee well. I have heard about you, I know about you. Thou hast obtained thy suit. I have agreed to the request and I have agreed to take you into my service. You can work for me. Thou hast obtained thy suit. You have already got your request fulfilled. Shylock thy master spoke with me this day. That is how Bassanio comes to know that Lancelot wants to leave Shylock's service. Shylock thy master spoke with me this day. He told me about this matter and hath preferred thee, if it be preferment, to leave a rich Jew's service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman. Preferment here means promotion. So Bassanio does not consider it a promotion, a progress, a better thing on the part of Lancelot to leave Shylock and join Bassanio. Shylock is rich, Bassanio is poor. And Bassanio's material needs are satisfied by Antonio. Antonio provides for Bassanio because they are very close friends. The old proverb is very well parted between my master Shylock and you, sir. There is an old proverb and that is quite correctly divided between Shylock and Bassanio. The old proverb is very well parted between Shylock and you, sir. You have the grace of God and he hath enough. Bassanio has God's blessings and Shylock has enough wealth. So that is the proverb. the grace of God is well divided between both of you. Shylock has material wealth, money, and Bassanio has the blessings of God. Thou speakest it well. You have said it well. Go, Father, with thy son. Take leave of thy old master. That is, tell Shylock that you are going to leave his service and inquire my lodging out. Find out where I live. Inquire my lodging out. Find out where I live. To his followers, give him a livery more guarded than his fellows. See it done. Give him a uniform which is much better, more colorful, more expensive than that which is given to all the servants. Father, in I cannot get a service. No, I have neither a tongue in my head. That is, he's being very modest. He's saying, I cannot speak. I don't have the ability to talk well and I'm not able to get work. Actually, he has already got the service from Bassanio. He has already got the permission to work for Bassanio. Well, looking on his palm, if any man in Italy have a fairer table which doth offer to swear upon a book. Swear upon a book means promise. Swear upon a book. That is from the court. If you want to say anything in the court, you have to place your hands on the Bible and you have to say that you are going to speak the truth and only the truth. Nothing but the truth. So here, swear upon the book means I will say only the truth. Any man in Italy has a fairer table. Table here is looking at the palm of his hand and he is trying to read the palm of the lines on the palm. That is something to do with astrology. If any man in Italy has a fairer table, that is, the lines on my palm reveal to me that I have a very good future, much better than any other person in Italy. I shall have good fortune, I shall have such good luck. Lancelot is delighted that he has joined the service of Bassanio. Here is a simple line of life. So looking at his palm, he looks at the life, the line which deals with how long you are going to live, the line of life. Here is a simple line of life. Here is a small trifle of wives, just a few wives. That is according to the palm, he says he will have a few wives. Alas, 15 wives is nothing. 15 wives, to have 15 wives is a small thing. It is not important, it is a small thing. 11 widows and 9 maids. So, 11 widows and 9 maids is a simple incoming for one man. To have 11 widows and to have 9 maids is a very simple thing, is a good thing. A simple coming in means is a good record for one man. And then to escape drowning thrice, that is all. He is looking at the palm of his hand and just speaking. What he says may not be fully accurate or correct. He just wants to show off his knowledge. And then to escape drowning thrice, that is 3 times he was able to escape being killed by drowning. And then to escape drowning thrice, and to be in peril of my life with the edge of a feather bed, to be almost killed, choked to death by his bed. Feather bed is a bed which is stuffed with feathers, or a pillow which is stuffed with feathers. Here are simple escapes. So all these are very narrow escapes for a man like Lancelot. Well, if Fortune be a woman, she is a good wench. Usually, Fortune is spoken of as a woman in Shakespeare's plays. And good wench means she has been good to Lancelot, she has been given him good luck for the future, and by reading his palm, he feels that he is a very lucky person. He has escaped drowning, he has escaped death 3 times or even 4 times. She is a good wench. So Fortune has been good to him for this year. For this year means for giving him this kind of fortune. Year here refers to the kind of fortune that is given to Launcelot. She is a good wench for this dear. Father, come, I'll take my leave of the Jew in the twinkling of an eye. Twinkling of an eye, very quickly I will take leave of Shylock and come to you. Now, for today's class, we will stop there and we will continue with this in the next session.